Okay, so the question is, how does your product use or challenge media conventions, and how does it represent social group plus issues? I break this question in two parts. The first part talk about the conventions. If we talk about the genre of my film, it's psychological thriller. It has many codes and conventions, but I also followed some convention, and on the other hand, I also challenged it. Some of the famous convention of psychological thriller are as follow. If we talk about the mise scenes, I convention is using of mirror. You can see that in my clipping as my character is getting ready while seeing a mirror. Second point is villain wearing a formal cloth. My main character is also getting ready with by wearing a coat pant. Third point is urban location. My scene one is shot in a hi-fi building. Meanwhile, I also challenge this convention by shooting this movie in an outdoor position in outskirts. The fourth point is shadow and low-key lighting. I use this convention in some snippet by also challenge it by using some by using some bright lighting in my second scene. The fifth point is most common convention of this unique of using a unique transition. I use this transition from Moon Knight, which was projected by Disney, which I also reference in my reference film. The sixth point is most psycho thriller use monochrome color grade, but I challenge it by using a more saturated color scheme. If we talk about sound, there is no diegetic sound as I use a piano and heavy metal music to enhance and create curiosity in audience mind. After this, I will talk about the second part of this question, which is how does it represent social group plus issues. If we talk about this part of the question, has my film only had three characters and they were all male? So I will talk about them. First, if we talk about our main character, who is shown as depressed person who also take drugs, is one of the stereotypes of our upper class. It's a society norm that rich class are always depressed and consuming drugs is normal for them. By Mazen's we can also figure out that our character is living a luxurious life, has his apartment, his fancy ambience, and his clothes and a perfume is also a sign of his showing his lifestyle. If we talk about the victim, he is shown for a few seconds, but his costume represents that he is not financially as stable as our main character. He is also shown as physically weaker or compared to our main character. In most of the film, upper class are shown as dominant over middle class people. I also challenge the stereotype of female always being the victim by replacing it with a male here. But my product highlights the social issue, which is upper class has control over everything and they can do whatever they want. As you can see in my clip, upper class person is just killing his a poor class person just because he was high on drugs. Second, social issue was which I highlighted was depression, which is very common in our generation. By making this project, I want to create awareness among audience. As a society, we have to work together and try to fix this problem. I hope after watching my project, audience has a concern over this issue. So here's the end.